Anna Hamilton didn't see herself as a suspicious person, but when someone's been following her for quite a while, she gets a queasy feeling in her stomach. Guaranteed she was out late, but she was strong, and from taking the new karate classes, she knew she couldn't and wouldn't be defeated. Anna picked up the pace. Her legs and arms pumping as she turned her walk into a brisk one, looking back to see that the dark silhouette was still following her. Anna had the strongest urge to spin around and smack the stranger's face and demand them to answer why the hell they were following her at this time of night. But her mind argued with her, saying how just maybe it was a coincidence. Maybe the stranger was just going the same way as her. A few more minutes and she had came to the entrance of her cookie-cutter home. She hated it, but she wanted to humor her mother and to make it seem as if she actually cared about the presence of the house. So she put flower pots randomly around. Now, this neighborhood had no history of crimes, but Anna has seen the news, and people seem to get crazier by the second. She turned at a 90-degree angle up her driveway, and what now seemed to look like a man slowed his step, making Anna grow even more concerned. "Look, can I help you with something? Are you lost, or did you just want to follow me for the hell of it?" Anna finally confronted the man, but all the man did was look up at her with haunted eyes and moved his head forward once again. It was almost robotic. "Well, I'm going inside now." Anna unlocked the door, and with suspicion, she locked it up quickly behind her, watching as the man walked into the foggy night. The next day, Anna had almost forgotten about the whole ordeal. But looking out her bedroom window, she could see the shape of a man standing right outside her property, toes barely touching the curb of her yard. Turning around, she turned on the light to make sure she wasn't crazy. She turned back to her window only to see the mysterious man had gone. Walking with her purse across her shoulder, she headed to her place of work, which just so happened to be the library. If someone would have asked, she would say she loved her job. The smell of books and the hushed laughter of school kids. Everybody loved Anna too. She was known to be the cool librarian, as she let the kids sneak in food and drinks or let them be a little too rambunctious. As always, her fellow librarian and friend, Katie, sat on one of the desks behind the tall counter. But instead of the latest Cosmo issue, she had a newspaper in hand. "My dear Katie, is that actually a newspaper in your hands? I never knew I would be alive the day that Katie Price would read it." Anna joked, and Katie stuck her tongue out in response. Anna put her bag in the crew room and went to sit next to her friend. Peeking over her shoulder, Anna's eyes furrowed, and she pointed to a picture of a man that looked very similar. "Hey, I know him!" Katie looked interested and sat the newspaper down an inch. "You do? How?" Anna shrugged. "He's weird. He followed me home yesterday, and I think I saw him outside my lawn this morning." "Are you sure, Anna?" Anna looked at her friend in confusion. "Yes, of course. Why?" "He was murdered 2 weeks ago."